Welcome to day 15 of our January challenge and our second day of working on Ruff Reggae by Creighton Griffiths. This is from his volume 2, due to be released any day now, of Schnauzer Snippets. Easy for me to say, Schnauzer Snippets. Those of you that took part last year and we had our very funky blues, that was from his first volume of Schnauzer Snippets. So it's still really exciting to know that there's another volume coming out. Definitely recommend getting hold of the first volume if you haven't, and having a look at this one when it comes out too. We love Ben. He is coming to the Harps Northwest Summer Festival as well this year. So Lauren, who did our first piece, is going to be there, and Ben is. We've also got Mania Halen, so we've got a really good show for you in July. Okay, let's get on with our learning. So day 2, you'll notice that you've just got a bass clef part and you haven't got anything written in the treble. This is because the left hand now needs to take over the playing of that entire riff that you learnt yesterday. And that's kind of enough to think about for one day, and I'd rather you really focused on that and got to grips with it before we start adding in the melody over the top. So actually these notes are almost identical to what you played yesterday, shared between the hands, but now it's just happening in the left hand. It's ever so slightly simpler, maybe to be a bit cleaner so that it doesn't clash with what's going above. So it's all in the left hand. So now we definitely want to do that lowest note A with a 4, because we then want to leap up and we're going to put a triad on A, C and E, a nice A minor triad around the middle C of your harp. So we go bass A, right. I just said right as though I meant the top part of that part. So we go bass with the A, then we jump to the middle, we play the triad, we damp it with our same 3 fingers again. We do it 4 times. Okay, now if you can damp even the 4th one, that would be great. However, you have then got to get to the D. So you've got to go with what feels comfortable for you. So you might, if I just play the whole line for a moment and sort of show you what could happen. So what's happening there is whenever I've got to go to the next real bass note, the long held notes, the chord before it wasn't getting damped. That's acceptable if that's where you're at. And to be honest, when I'm sort of playing through the piece, I found myself doing that quite a lot. If you can still damp, it would be really good. The tricky thing is that you're damping notes you're not going to be playing again. So it'd be... Oh, I can see I've got to damp it there, so let's try again. Damp again. And it's whether I can get down to my bass note cleanly, without sort of muddying the waters, without sort of panicking as I leap down there. So it's one to practice really well and find your comfort level. If you have to allow the last one before the next bass note to ring out slightly, so be it. And go with what's comfortable for you. So I had the bass A, I had the A minor triad, 4 of those. My next note after the 4th one is a D in the bass, and I'm leaping up to A, C, D and F. So my thumb's on the black, finger 2 on the D, 3 on the red and 4 reaching to the A. And I've got 2 of these chords. Damp it if you can, but then I'm reaching down to an E, not very far. Then I get my G, B, D, F, and then bring the thumb down 1. Okay, so the last half is exactly the same notes that you played yesterday, but all in the left hand. The first half is almost, well, it does include all the notes you played yesterday, but it doesn't have the B, which makes it a bit cleaner. So you haven't got to do the 4, 3, 2, 1. You can just do a straight triad, just a bit easier to reach onto. Okay, I'll do a play along video where I just play that round a few times for you as well. So I'll see you over on the play along. Well done.